Hey, welcome to Watercooler, episode number 331, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 55. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Six-banger coming up.
Yeah. It's a six-banger?
I believe.
Yeah, no, it's a five-banger. Yeah, it's a fiver.
I'm ahead of myself, sorry.
Yeah, jeez, dude.
I can't remember how many 69s
Six-banger is not
14 away from a five-banger.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we're very excited. But, as you heard from those voices, we got the Key 3 in studio.
Look at us.
So we got Gary Smith here.
What's up?
Hey. Mike Dawson.
What's crapping in?
And then me, Chris Loxamana. We're kicking it Philly style.
Dawson, last week I had to do an episode of Watercooler where I was the only person in the studio.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Patreon.
Chris ran out of time for Patreon. He had to get ready for Indy, so it was me, Kaylin on Zoom, and Matt on Zoom. It was very weird.
At least there were three of you.
Yeah, that was nice.
But it would have been really tough if there, I don't know. Tougher with two or tougher with three?
Impossible to, I think. Yeah. Then you're just FaceTiming and people are watching.
Yeah, that's a thing we were talking about before, like 45 minutes. People think talking for 45 minutes or an hour. I think it's a breeze. But after 15 minutes, you like, fuck, dude. Yeah. I don't know what to say now.
Yeah. Well,
so good job, dude.
Thanks, good job.
Thank you guys for holding down the fort.
Yeah. Well, fuck, dude, I don't know what to say now.
You don't? I can bring up some stuff to talk about.
We got a ton of stuff. I mean, look, Dawson's back.
Yeah.
This is his first day back. He was gone. He left last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago, for a cruise. So we definitely got to jump into that. I was just in Indianapolis. We got a lot, and we got a ton of comments.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We are. There's no shortage of content today. So why don't we kick it off with Dawson? Welcome back, my friend.
Dude, it's good to be back. But man, the first day actually back at work. Fuck, this is tough. I've been dragging all day. Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Were you just on island time?
Well, you guys have been on the cruises, and our last cruises were only 3 days. This was 5 days on a boat. Try coming back to reality after that.
You were gone 5 days on a boat.
15 hours of travel coming
10 days
home.
Of work.
And you put yourself out at sea and you're just crushing Mai Tais and introducing prog bands. Life kind of gets away from you a little bit. It's nice. Boner time. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Major boner time.
Yeah, so tell us what you did. I mean, didn't you say you were going to do like the ship's announcements too?
I did. I was one of the hosts on what's called the Cruise to the Edge, and to play off a Yes song or album called Close to the Edge.
Bunch of flat earthers on that cruise.
Yeah.
It used to be
very confused.
It used to be just a Yes cruise with some other bands. But anyway.
That's just a cruise where everyone says yes to everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
See.
They watch that Jim Carrey movie.
Yes, ma'am.
Every day.
Mm-hmm. And I was one of 4 hosts, and then my buddy Izzy and his buddy Brian were also running around making some announcements. So it's probably about 6 of us on the mic. There were over 50 bands.
I don't want to take away or diminish your gig here, but that sounds like a pretty cushy gig to get to go on a cruise and bring up bands.
It sounds like a pretty cushy gig, and in all honesty, it was incredibly cushy, but you're working all the time, even if you're not working all the time. So it's not like you can check out at any time.
Really? What was in between?
You're checking in with production. Where do you need me? Where can I go? How can I help? Oh, shit. We need you to go introduce this band right now. They're at the Star Lounge. Can you go? Go.
Oh, okay. A lot of moving.
Sure.
Yeah.
Come with me. I need you to make some ship announcements. We've had some schedule changes. But I had a set schedule. I had a Q&A with a guy named Alex Machicek, who was impressed that I could pronounce his name. But on his website, there are 2 frequently asked questions, and one of them is, how do you pronounce your name? And you press play, and it says it. So it's not really that hard. So I don't understand why it was so.
I wish everybody had that on their website.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. And it's because most people don't do that work, Dawson. We're unique in that we work here.
Right.
We try to do that a lot.
Prep.
But
Yeah, because on the Corolla show, we get guests all the time with weird last names like Alex Mahicek and Mahicek. And then so we get 3 guys going on YouTube trying to find an interview. The guy saying his name, and it's like, "Hi,
Right.
I'm Alex Medicek," and like, "Oh, it's Medicek, all right." And then we say that on the air, and they go, "Oh no, it's Mechacek."
Yeah.
Like, well, dude, say it right in the video we found.
Exactly.
And it makes us look like bozos.
So I did a Q&A with that guy, and that was my second actual gig. At 6 p.m. when we got on the boat, I had to introduce a band called Marvin. And I introduce bands. I know how to do it. But you're still really scared when you go up there on a dark stage, in a big stage, in front of a whole bunch of people that you don't know and don't know you. Mm-hmm. And now you got to get them excited about the band going up there.
How did you get them riled up? What were your lines?
Well,
jokes,
my first line was, welcome to the first day of Progist. And they did like that.
Yeah.
But I had little bits that I used every time, and I had to come up with one thing to break the ice every time.
Why did you choose Progist over Progtober or Progtober?
Because it's Rocktober. That one's already taken.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. One of the times I was wearing my Nigel Tufnell green skeleton sleeveless T-shirt, because you got to be real and there can't be any sleeves.
No sleeves allowed on the Cruise to the Edge.
Well, it's also Nigel Tufnell's shirt, and in the movie Spinal Tap,
yeah,
it's sleeveless.
I think I saw a picture of you in it.
And so that day, you always got to remember where the Star Lounge where we did all the Corolla shows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I introduced a few bands in there.
Oh, so is this Carnival?
This is Royal Caribbean.
Okay.
And I'm in there, and one of the things I thought about, because I'm wearing, and I did the announcement from right next to front of house. So people could still see me, but they had to look for me. Stage was too packed with
so
Prog
you're
band.
basically voice of God.
I was in the house, though.
Yeah.
I was, in the... So you always got to check a microphone. And I said this. Mm-hmm. I just grabbed the microphone, and I go, David, smell the glovers here. Hello, Janine. And 20 people started fucking laughing.
I get it, yeah. It's always fun to see who gets it.
And then I'm like, all right, welcome to Cruise to the Edge here inside the Star Lounge. If you haven't heard the news, the great drummer for Spinal Tap, Mick Shrimpton, has passed. I know you're probably feeling pretty bad about this, but let me just tell you that dozens of people spontaneously combust every year. It's just not widely reported. And now, since I'm dropping lines from Spinal Tap, now they're really laughing. And so little things like that I had to do.
That's fun. That got them riled up, right?
Yes, everyone was very, very excited.
Any joke? What other jokes did you do? Any material?
Well, I got to introduce Alan Parsons. So every show I tried to think of something else.
Yeah. I like that. Keep it fresh every time, because there could be some repeats.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I mean, I did reuse the month of Progist. I said it's the second day of Progist. It's the third day of Progist.
Yeah.
I'd say shit like, I just want to give you all a safety announcement. There are a lot of keyboards on this boat, so do not trip over any of them.
They're
funny. Everywhere.
That's great.
I'd say I walked through the casino last night. Not one of you people are in there, which shows me you're all either really good at math or good enough at math to know that you suck at gambling.
Great. I love it.
But my favorite was when I got to introduce Parsons. And Alan Parsons is not an intro guy. You don't say, please welcome the Alan Parsons Live Project, and then he starts playing. No, there's some backing tracks. There's some
theater.
Somebody's got to come up and fire a synth, and
Sure.
So I tell Tabitha Parsons, my dear friend,
that's
who's the tour manager, stepdaughter,
all right,
or really daughter, tour manager. I say, look, I know that Alan's not an intro guy, so here's what I want to do. Whatever time your downbeat is, I'm going to go on stage 5 minutes before because I have some things to say. And she's like, fuck yeah, I love it. No problem. So I get up there for Alan, and I say, I introduce myself. Welcome to the Royal Theater and Cruise to the Edge and all that shit. My prog rock bona fides are that I've known Alan Parsons for 22 years. Probably good enough to get me on the boat.
Probably better than
So
most of you losers.
I was trying to think. I was trying to think of some of the stories that I could tell you about Alan Parsons, and I'd say I could tell you about the time, and then I told a story, and I said, but I'm not going to tell you that story.
Yeah, not that
Sure.
one.
No, that's not a good one.
And I could tell you about when, you know. And here's one thing I will say is when I got sick at Copacabana Beach, I told that story, and then I had to miss a day of work after swimming in the ocean. And Alan's band came up with very, very clever names for me, like Captain Diarrhea and E. coli guy. And then
That one's actually pretty clever.
from the stage right wing, one of the guys yells, "Fecal Man!" And I go, "Yes, Fecal Man."
Yeah.
And so I did what anyone who wants to survive on a tour bus with a band does. You take it, you own it.
Yep.
So
Lean
the
into
next
it.
day I stepped on the tour bus and they all started yelling these names and I said, "What's crapping in?"
Perfect.
And then it was really, then it was just turned into legend
Yeah,
and I
then
never really got shit about it anymore.
Shit.
And I said I could tell that story, but again, I'm not going to tell
No,
that
I'm
story.
just
You guys
thinking
don't
out
want to hear
loud.
that
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
And I told one more story, and then I said, "But yeah, I've decided not to tell you any of those stories. The story I'd like to tell you." And then I, talk about my first front of house gig with Alan, and Lisa hands me a check and says, "There's a career, kid." And that was, and then I just said, "I love this man. I know you love him too. Show it." And then I just
Serious. I'm singing.
introduced the Alan Parsons Live Project, and then went and sat down.
You're gonna get us pulled off YouTube.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And then the next day, yeah, you are gonna get.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right.
We gotta stop. It's too good.
And
Yeah, that's just my mouth, listeners. That's me doing it out of my mouth. I'm not playing the track.
do you remember on our Royal Caribbean boat, you could only smoke cigarettes in one designated cigarette spot up on deck 12?
I believe it.
Okay, well that's where we smoked cigars.
I don't know, but I believe it.
We did smoke cigars up there.
Okay, sure.
Oh yeah. That was when Kalen was holding court drunk as shit.
no,
yeah.
that was Carnival, wasn't it?
That was Carnival.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
Royal, we've only done once, and that was when I got too busy to smoke any cigarette.
Anyway, this cruise is a rock and roll cruise. Half the fucking boat, half of the pool section, you can smoke in. So it was really easy, really cool. That's where you'd meet everybody because everybody smokes. And I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm sitting down and watching some band play, and a security guard comes over and taps me. And anytime a security guard taps you on a boat, you're like, "Fuck, dude, what'd I do?" Dude taps me and goes, I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Alan Parsons would like you to come and sit with him." Of course. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, it was just, fuck yeah. I don't know. Jeez. We're friends and all, but
That's cool.
that was cool.
But that's cool.
I was
That's
like,
just that's objectively
He told the
cool.
security guard, "Go get that guy."
Yeah, especially in that environment, for someone to come over and be like, "Your presence is requested by
Yes, that's cool.
the
That's
star of the
always
boat."
cool.
That's freaking awesome.
He
That's a
summoned
cool.
you.
That's a cool story, man.
But
that's
the
a cool
best, dude, the best music though was Martin Barr, Jethro Tull's guitarist, played 75 minutes of fucking rocking Tull.
Is that the music from the movie Walking Tall?
No.
Oh.
No. Just Tull, the band.
Yeah, Rocking Tall.
Right, Rocking Tull.
I like that movie. Rock.
And it was amazing. I mean, he played, Cross-Eyed Mary, Aqualung, Locomotive Breath, of course, but deeper tracks like My God, and just some fucking amazing. And the amazing thing was he hired a guy. There's a dude out there who looks like Ian Anderson, sings like Ian Anderson, does all the fucking weird hand shit like Ian, but does not play the flute. So it was really it was great analog Tull, though. I saw Ian Anderson play 2 years ago, and he played with a backing track.
Yeah.
This was 4 dudes rocking Jethro Tull.
Well, finding someone who can do all that plus play the flute is a real tall order. So
That's right.
you can only go so far.
Well done. I got 8 million stories. I'll tell you more later.
Sprinkle them in, baby.
But
shit he did on a cruise.
Hey,
it was fun.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. That'll take yeah.
Hey, should we address why it's just the three of us?
Nah. Oh yeah. Okay. So Kaylin's
gonna be.
Oh yeah, because those guys freaking quit. That's why it's just the three of us.
We're withholding Kaylin, so Kaylin is now Patreon exclusive, and Matt will not be a Patreon exclusive, but he had a conflict this week, so
yeah,
everything's fine. Matt just couldn't make it this time.
Yeah, what's going on with Matt?
Well, I can tell you one thing that's going on with Matt.
I've heard hubbub.
He is incensed about the parking situation at his new house. He has decided that one of his neighbors is parking on the street in a spot that he believes should be designated for his home, and he does not like it. So he has waged a silent war with this person, and he's told me about his plans. As soon as this car moves, I'm putting my car there, and then maybe they'll fucking know.
Okay,
maybe
so let's just stop there for a second. Does Matt have the right to this space? So we're talking about just Matt's looking for street parking on his curb right in front of where he lives. He's like, that's mine. It's right in front of my house. That should be mine.
Yeah, no, absolutely
Technically, he has no right.
No,
Ethically,
absolutely.
it's totally his.
Ethically, maybe, but, you know, that comes down to like the whole we're living in a society thing. People should behave in a civilized manner, but they don't necessarily.
So should he be mad about this?
He shouldn't be this mad. He shouldn't be texting me about it in California. I mean, Matt and I did.
You don't want to start a war with it. That's the other thing. It's
well, he's not. He hasn't like engaged with this person. This has all basically been a thing.
California plates.
Yeah.
You know.
This has just basically been a thing between Matt and I think he's just been kind of we text a lot because Matt and I are so close. But I did text him today. At a certain point, he texted me like the 5th update today, and I said, Matt, we talk a lot more about parking than I ever imagined when you told me you were moving to Texas. I did not think that there would be a lot of parking talk going on.
Yeah,
but there is.
But I get how Matt feels.
Well, here's the update though, because the person eventually did move their car, and Matt did execute his plan of putting his car in their location. Their response was to park somewhere that Matt has deemed even more egregious.
Okay, so Matt's just annoyed.
He drove them to parking somewhere that is even more annoying.
Is there no space?
Did they park in his driveway? Did they park in his living room? Like what? I don't understand.
I believe if you were looking out from the front door of his house, he has a driveway on the right, and they were parking just beyond the driveway, kind of right there. And then when he put his car there, they moved to in front of his house.
Oh,
like in line with the front door.
He's claiming too much.
He's claiming too much.
He's claiming way too much.
He's claiming too much.
I think that this whole thing is too much, but we're gonna have to talk to him about it on the next episode.
Oh yeah. Matt.
Not a way to get welcomed into the neighborhood, especially with the guy who's gonna live across the street that you're gonna be neighbors with for the foreseeable future.
When I moved into my neighborhood, I parked around the block for 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't want to start, just cause stir anything. I parked around the block and I would just walk. Not even in my driveway.
At that beautiful house I was invited to yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Gary came over.
How about that, Dawson? I got the invite.
Nice.
I got to see the crib. Went out to lunch.
You saw some Chris apples?
I saw some Chris apples. I saw the studio, which is coming along nicely.
Yeah.
Got to see the whole thing. It's
Boom,
beautiful.
boom.
Where are you building the studio?
The garage.
Smart.
I have a detached garage. So.
Oh, detached. Dude, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Nice. It's pretty much there. Anywho, yeah, it's nice having you over, my man.
Thanks, man.
And Dawson, you're invited anytime.
We'll take you up on it sometime.
We'll pick a day. All right, so a few things to get into. First off, just came back from Indianapolis. Lotto Bobo boys in Indy.
I saw some action in the group. I checked it over the weekend just randomly. I was like,
a lot of people just coming up, shaking my hand, giving gifts and stuff. And I'm like, what's your name? I ask them what their name is, and they tell me, and I go, I know that name. I've said that name many times when I read comments.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that we have so many.
We're strong in Indy.
So yeah, we have a strong market out there in Indy. Like Todd gave me dice.
Oh really?
Dice guy gave me dice.
Well, that's good because Matt took all the dice to Texas.
Yeah. What's up with that? We just saw he just got to keep all the dice.
I don't know.
Yeah. But it was stuff like that. Like it was just so cool just putting a face to all the names that I've been reading for so long. So
absolutely.
Thank you to everybody in Indy for coming out. It was the best part of my weekend meeting all of you. Really. It was a long weekend too.
Yeah.
Very long. Yeah, really touched. And I told them let's other guys because
absolutely.
They'll be pumped. Funny thing on the way home. So I take the Uber home out of LAX. And if you want to hear the all that stuff, listen to the Corolla show. We get into it pretty deep about the flight changes and layovers, blah, blah, blah. But I'm getting in the Uber or taking the bus to the Uber area in LAX. It's still, I'm not really into it. Like the way you get an Uber is you have to take a bus to the Uber area, a shuttle to the Uber area, and then you Uber taxi out of there. And it takes a while. The buses are typically pretty packed, but I'm riding in one, and I look, and there's this big billboard, like all those lawyer billboards that you see.
Sure, Sweet James.
Sweet James, called Jacob,
yeah,
all those ones. But there's just one right above the Uber area, and it's like,
I always thought that Jacob M. Ronnie was like Jacob Michael Ronnie or something. No,
it's M. Ronnie.
It's Jacob M. Ronnie.
Yeah. He is great marketing though.
Call
Same
Jacob.
Color scheme.
Yeah.
Easy website.
It's official sponsor of the Lakers.
He's
That's
not
right.
official,
He
is
is.
he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He was the
Look at him.
official sponsor. He
Okay.
spent a ton of money on that.
Yeah, because I know he does a lot of Laker themed stuff, so I don't know if he was official or not.
He's the official. I believe he's the official lawyer of the Lakers or something. He's not like what's on their jersey. He just is. He's allowed to call himself the official whatever.
Yeah. So there are all these rules about calling yourself the official things or whatever. And I look up. There's this.
I'm sure he doesn't actually do law work
for the lawyers.
Probably.
No.
for any of the lawyers.
He's official
but
sponsor.
Yes,
of the
he's
lawyers.
Yeah.
So I'm looking up and I see one of those lawyer billboards, and it's for this Uber attorney, like myuberlawyer.net or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And it has the guy's face on it. And then, so it has the website, myuberlawyer.net. And then right under
.net.
it, or com,
I'm
whatever
kidding,
it
I'm
is.
kidding.
Yeah, it's just, and then, I don't know why .net is the first thing I thought of. And right under it, like a big thing, the number one rideshare attorneys in California. Like, for any rideshare
sure.
accidents or something. Like, oh, well, okay, so I guess we have to do that now.
Was there an asterisk after that?
No, but it was
And
in
then fine print in the bottom.
it was in quotes.
Right. which
Yeah,
means
there you
someone
go.
said
And
it
then-
out loud
Exactly.
once.
And then if you
Yeah.
look closely in a very small font, it says Sarah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm like, Sarah could have said anything.
Look at Sarah, by the way.
Yeah, who is Sarah? And really, that's your advertising? Like, that's so bizarre.
So misleading.
Yeah, so like she could have said, "Oh, these lawyers took me to the moon and back," or
Yep.
something like, or anything. They just bought
Right.
Twitter. Like, it didn't. Like anybody could just say anything.
Yeah.
and you could put it on a billboard and treat it as fact.
It's America, baby.
It's disgusting.
It is.
It will, believe me, it will gradually upset you so much more and more as the years go on, and it really just starts to burn into you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to find this Sarah, and I want her to
Yeah.
give us a
Answer.
quote.
Yeah, I wanna
Answer
talk
for
to
your-
Sarah.
Answer for
Yeah.
your crimes.
Or give it. Hey, the water cooler.
Water cooler is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, how about this? Yeah, listeners in the comments, just give us some quotes that we can use as blurbs for our billboards and our ads. We'll credit you. Very in very
Yeah,
small
Sarah.
font.
We got
But
billboards coming.
I don't know.
Why
We
can't we
should.
get the website up?
Why couldn't we?
I'm working on it, guys. There's been some stuff going on.
No, dude, you gotta fucking you advertise analog. So yeah, go straight billboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Also,
You know, billboards are kind of cheap. You can get like a billboard in like in the valley for like a couple $100 a month.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, they're like
There's
surprisingly
a lot of
cheap.
fucking billboards in the valley.
I was
doubt.
looking.
Yeah.
looking at them because for Corolla, I wanted to buy one for Corolla and make it an electronic freeway sign.
That's funny.
Look like an electronic freeway sign that says like if it steers, it clears, or one of his things, his sayings, and then just the Adam Carolla show like somewhere in there too.
Yeah.
He wasn't down for it though. I was like, yeah, but I'm like, yeah, but yeah, there's somewhere affordable. It depends where the placement.
Yeah, I used to work at a law office on Lancashire in the Valley that had a billboard on the roof, and Lancashire's a pretty big street in the Valley, and the guy who owned the building told me that he leases it out for like $350 or $400 a month.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Full-blown billboard. And you can just put anything up there.
Really?
Kathy buys you billboard?
Can we?
I'm just kidding. Please,
No,
Kathy,
yeah,
you've
no.
done more than enough.
Yeah.
Please stop sending us money.
Speaking of people sending us stuff, a lot
Yeah.
of people sending me this story. You included, Gary, about this this woman who's pumping breast milk, and these guys like went over to her and they obviously didn't know her, and they took a shot of her breast milk.
Yeah, Dawson. So I sent Chris this story. I saw it on Instagram, and it's a story about just going up to a stranger and asking him for a shot of breast milk. And so I sent the story to Chris. I just DM'd him the story. And he replied back, I knew the woman.
Yeah.
I don't think you understood my point.
Yeah. I did respond to that. I forget that now, but I regret everything bringing this up. Yeah. My case, it was my friend.
Yeah.
So many years ago, I was at a wedding, and she was pumping, and I thought, I've never had it.
At a wedding?
Correct.
Oh my God!
At a
You just
wedding,
made it
Dawson.
so much worse.
Everyone's in formal
I
wear.
thought it was like at a party or something.
It was a reception.
Everyone's in formal wear.
It's not like the
sitting at a
ceremony.
table. This is the most important day of some
didn't
woman's
know
life.
She was at my table.
Sure, I did probably know that, but
She was my friend at my table.
Anyway.
Obviously, didn't do it. And now, after seeing that video, I just want to make it known. I don't really want to do it anymore. I've lost the curiosity.
You've lost that love and feeling?
Yeah, I have. So please stop sending me that video, everybody. All right, let's do some comments.
All right, let's do it.
It's time for listener
All right, and once again, these are all comments found on our Facebook group. So if you're listening to the sound of my voice and you are not a part of the Facebook group, I highly suggest you join because it's a ton of fun and it's
My
real.
favorite part of the internet.
Gary's favorite part, my favorite part, and
I like porn.
yeah, it's Dawson's second favorite.
Close second.
All you have to do is go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions.
That part's important.
Yes, please answer the questions, and boom, you're in, maybe. All right.
Probably. Answer the questions.
Yeah.
We don't want bots.
Didn't you miss the comments, Dawson?
I did.
Yeah. What'd you miss most?
The comments.
See? All right, so Johnny Shine writes in.
I miss Johnny Shine a lot.
Yeah. Well, he wrote in. He says, here to chime in on the popcorn talk.
Okay.
I make popcorn about once a week for my high school students in one of those legit old-style popcorn machines. Just like what you see in the theater, but smaller. I only sprinkle Morton's kosher salt and some curry powder on it. Do yourself a flavor. Put some curry powder on that popcorn and thank me later. Don't knock it till you try it. Johnny?
Okay, I won't knock it until I try it, but that doesn't sound good.
The thing with curry is if you use any of it, it's got to be the lightest
Tiniest
fucking
bit.
touch.
Yeah. That's completely right. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little dab will do you.
Correct.
You throw just a tiny dash of curry
You do one of those
into
things.
The
into
Salt Bae?
the
Yeah.
Salt Bay. Just
But less, like
Less.
fucking a quarter of what.
and don't let it touch your
Single
elbow,
pinch.
or else your elbow tastes like curry for like days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a little dab will do you. Same thing with the cumin.
Cumin.
Same thing with that. Yep.
Yeah, but curry on popcorn, I'm down for it.
I
man.
actually was thinking of cumin.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't.
Oh, they're
thinking,
very
I
similar.
don't cook with curry.
There might be some cumin in curry.
Okay.
Actually, so there you go. I dig it, Johnny. Thanks for the tip, my man. All right, Donald Powell writes. Oh, sorry, no. Let's go to Amy Chapman here. Disney Insider here.
Okay.
Goofy's Kitchen is pretty good because of the instant gratuity, but everyone actually really wants to work at Napa Rose or Club 33.
Yeah, I get that. But those are bigger tips because they're much bigger bills.
Yeah, but I don't see the turnaround as quick.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But it's
probably
Club
a lot
33
of-
has
yeah, go ahead.
switched to prefix, so it's pretty much they set the schedule. So
Yeah.
they're bringing out your meal kind of on it, so they pretty much know how long you're going to be there.
I've been to Club
And it's a much
33.
lighter load, and most of the time you don't have to deal with kids, I'm sure.
Yeah.
a lot less. Yeah.
I've been to Club 33 courtesy of a friend of mine who got me in. And I loved it. It was super fun.
What's Club 33 though?
It's a secret restaurant that it's
Well, how secret is it? I mean,
you have
we're
to have a
talking about
membership. Well, everybody knows of it.
Okay.
But
it's basically there's a buzzer somewhere.
it's a speakeasy almost.
Yeah,
you have to,
Where is it?
It's in New Orleans
it's
Square.
near Pirates.
Okay, it's not the Pirates of the Caribbean restaurant.
It's right
No.
behind Pirates,
Okay.
kind of like near the gift shop. There's just a brass plaque that says 33, and if you push it, an intercom will come up, and they'll say, "What's your reservation name?" And you tell them, and then they'll open a door that's like kind of around there, and then you go up these stairs, and you're basically sitting above Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's like a 5-star restaurant. It's fantastic.
Yeah, very, very good.
Can anyone get in, or you got to know somebody?
You have to have a
You
membership.
got to know someone with a membership. I could probably hook you up
Yeah,
if you want to go.
Yeah, Garrett's my friend who hooked me up.
Yeah, I got to connect. It's all good.
And it was awesome. So
we'll talk about it in like 7 years.
yeah, oh yeah,
Well,
Dawson,
dude, they
Dawson
changed
just went
it,
to
Dawson,
Disneyland.
because back in the day,
This is a part I'm mad about because
Yeah.
I went during its heyday.
yes, during the heyday, it was the greatest thing in the world because your reservation included park hoppers for the number of people in your reservation. Eventually, they wised up and went, fuck that, dummies. We know you're coming either way. So now your reservation only entitles you to sit down and pay $150 for prefix menu for every person at your table. But you still got to buy tickets to get into the park to get to your reservation.
Insane.
So
yeah, you got in there.
Now
at the
all of
right
a sudden,
time.
that's a $1,500 bill for 4 people,
Jesus
as opposed
Christ.
to it used to be like, well, I'm only paying an extra $30 and I'm getting the park for free.
Yeah,
And I
it
get a
was
great
sweet
meal.
deal.
It
It was
was
a
awesome.
sweet deal.
You know, speaking of that, on night 1 of the cruise, or on day 2, my friend Tabitha tells me, dude, you should just get the drink package.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I'm not here to drink. I'm here to work. She's like, how much money did you spend yesterday? And I look at the thing because you got the app.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, $175. She's like, yeah, you're gonna have a $1,200, $1,300 bar tab
Yeah.
by the end of this. I'm like, yeah, you're totally right.
I always think the drink package is worth it.
So I got the drink package.
And just
but
the ease of mind too. Just like, oh, I'll always know.
with the dog sitter, with yeah, and then drinks at bars at the airport and stuff. This was a wash. At least I'm up in cruising.
Yeah.
You know,
Cruise experience. You got your sea legs.
I got that category has gone up in my life, but
Boom. Yeah, the experience was incredible. Anyway.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws, baby.
Laura Lee Acevedo says.
Really?
Laura Lee Acevedo.
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 let me see that. That's Lorley or Lorlai.
Alrighty.
Let's do it.
Jesus.
No, you got the Acevedo right.
Spent a lot of time on that name.
We really did. Laura Lee. Hope it was worth it. Disney pass holder here. There's a method to the madness. I have a 2.5-year-old toddler with a lot of energy. Nothing better than having a glass of wine and watching him run wild. It's worth every dollar until he turns out to be a Disney girl, too. Yeah, look, if you have kids, go sick.
Yeah, I think that
But it's not like you can sit down and drink wine and just cut your kid loose at 2. You still got to follow
That
them,
would be sweet.
right? Or is there a place where you can drink wine and then set your kid free?
depends what kind of parent you are.
Like a petting zoo?
True.
Yeah.
I've seen some shit.
I believe it.
Let's see here. Donald Powell says, I modified my Patreon membership to get the movie night pod.
Hey, look
Ah.
at that.
So thanks, Donald.
Thanks, man. Look forward to it. I think we're going to do one in a few weeks here.
Yeah, it's like I'm not even halfway through, and Gary had blown up at Matt twice.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt, the last time we had a movie night, we watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Matt was talking about how he liked a specific Ninja Turtle because it's the Keep the Gang Together guy. And Matt was in Austin, Texas at the time, and
Yeah.
it really bothered me.
Yeah, good. Smart.
Oh, boy.
So I yelled,
That's just smart.
and I feel bad about it, sort of, but not really.
No, he kind of set you up for that one.
Yeah, he
that
did.
was T-ball right there.
Yeah. Jessica Robbins says, I've had a boyfriend who was 6'5", and one who was 5'4", and I'm 5'6", flat-footed, so I tower over him in heels. He was one of my favorites, fun and fine as hell. As they say, we're all the same height lying down. Am I right?
All right.
I don't know.
Jessica likes the short kings.
Good for her.
Ace Chase Erich says, Chris, go short kings. I'm right here with you. I'm 5'5". My girlfriend's 5'8". Keep the jokes coming, guys.
Fucking A.
Dude, the short kings are coming out of the woodworks, baby.
It's a short king summer, Dawson.
Yeah, it's really the short king spring, but
that
we're
a
heading into summer.
Come on.
Is that a Chet song? Chet Hanks?
Short king spring?
Yeah. Is it?
Oh, it might
No,
be.
because
Because
he's
it's
tall.
short King. Oh,
No,
okay.
he's the tall guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've established that I'm a
God,
short
Chet
king,
Hanks.
Doss.
Okay, I like it.
Fantastic.
Is he?
I like Chet Hanks.
Okay.
I think he's.
So am I thinking of Tom Hanks' son?
Yeah, he is Tom Hanks' son,
Okay.
the
We're
one
talking
that's a
about.
rapper.
Yeah.
But like, I think he's self-aware. I think he's like doing a thing, and he
Interesting.
knows what he's doing, and I'm kind of cool with it.
All right, me too then. Brian Thorpe says, I have most definitely hopped out of a car and hit the crosswalk button to get the light to change.
What is
The
wrong with
Fondelier
you
style.
people?
I saw a guy do that on my way to my vet over in Sunland, and a delivery guy.
He might know.
Got out of a
delivery
fucking
guy.
Amazon truck
Time is money for them.
and hit the thing.
Well, that's probably tied to his pay, so that I can understand. Fondelier just doing it in the wild. Fondelier is not like the most.
Is he doing
nimble.
it in Texas?
He says he does it.
He does it.
He says it's a thing he does.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like
Blew
it's
my
gonna be,
mind because I complained about a light that doesn't change my mean. He says, "We'll do what I
You
do."
got California plates, bro. Be careful, man. We're not liked out there.
Yeah. Do you guys flash your lights? That doesn't work, right? Flashing your lights at traffic lights.
No, it's a myth.
That's
an
a
urban
total
legend.
myth.
Yeah, it doesn't
Doesn't
work.
mean I don't do it.
Oh, you still do it?
I've done it
Why?
because it's worked.
It's not worked. It's
It-
just
no,
it
it
The
just
light
doesn't.
has changed.
it just happens
No,
after you do it. It's
it's
not a
just-
reaction
it's
to
just
what
a
you've done.
coincidence.
Yeah.
Well, that coincidence is keeping me going.
Well, no, you were just burning out your high beams.
What I do now, no, I'm not burning out my high beams. It's electric, baby. What I do now is more of the like, I'll stop on a rumble pad. You know how we have the one here for the gate. So I've seen that they put those in at stoplights. So if it's not changing, I'll just like let my foot or like put my foot on the accelerator for a second, then slam on the brakes to try to create as much like rumble as I
And
can.
say, hey, I said I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, just
Oh,
hey,
wait.
hey, computer, I am here.
How do rumble
Re-register
pads
it.
work?
At least the one out here is if there's enough weight and like motion to set it off.
Oh,
then
it's
it'll
weight
change
and
it.
motion.
Yeah.
Okay, because you can't just because I've tried obviously jumping.
We've tried
on
jumping on it. It doesn't work, but you can do it with a full trash can. If the trash cans are full, you can do it with that.
It. Whoa.
I learned that one night when I got trapped here.
Nice.
This is a weird place.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Jeffrey Lee wrote, Chris, I called the city of Long Beach yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Chris was complaining about a light that didn't change, and we proposed getting a letter writing campaign from all of our listeners to write letters to the city of Long Beach and complain
Smart.
about it.
So Jeff says he called the city of Long Beach yesterday. Thought I'd just get the address or a specific person to reach out for the 6th Street and Locust Avenue stoplight. That's the one.
You're doing it, man.
I ended up speaking with Carmen, who reported the lengthy red light to that intersection supervisor. She said she knows it's on a timer, but maybe it can be dialed back. Dude, Jeffrey.
Dope.
Guess you
Love
didn't
you.
need a campaign. You just needed Jeffrey.
Jeffrey talking to Carmen. So,
But we thought it would be funny if people from all over
Sure,
the country were
sure.
mailing in letters about this one intersection.
He did post this a few days ago. I've driven through that intersection. I went through it yesterday. It still hasn't changed. So hopefully they'll do it this week.
I thought about going by it when I was over at the house yesterday.
Infamous. Christopher Logan, I met him in Indy. He says, along with the Short King conversation and concerts, we showed up early to a Damien Rice concert and got almost to the very front of the stage, other than one super tall guy who decided to post up in front of my 69-inch frame. Damien Rice was not pleased. He called the dude out and performed the rest of the show on top of a stool for his benefit. Look at that. Damien Rice.
Wow.
Playing on, stools are kind of hard to stand on. I would
Yeah,
not
that's not chill.
recommend. Dan Egloff says, I was thinking of other peak fat shaming movies, PFS, other than The Nutty Professor and what Chris mentioned.
Austin Powers?
Austin Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me, and Heavyweights stick out. Any others?
There was that Jack Black movie.
Oh, yeah, Shallow Hal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dan says, as a short and fat king myself, aka Sturdy King, I'd much rather be parodied and...
Is that what the thesaurus.com gave you?
That's fantastic.
He says, I'd much rather be parodied than patronized. I love a good fat joke. Bring back the fat suits. All right, so yeah, we don't see those anymore, the fat...
You know,
You don't.
it was basically it died with the Office Sumo episode.
Like, I watch old episodes of Friends, and one of the characters used to be very fat. And so every time she talked about her past, they'd make
Courtney
fat
Cox.
jokes. Yeah, they make fat jokes. They'd flash back to her in a big fat suit. And there's like a thing, oh, she's really fat. And I'm watching it, and I'm just kind of thrown off. Like, wow, this would not fly today. And it's Friends. So
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, it's not enemies.
it's not enemies, yeah.
count it.
Well, because Dawson, I want to get your take on this because we talked about it last week. So all the short jokes that come my way, but it's still I can't make fat jokes. But there's obviously a difference.
You know what? Yeah, you stay away from the fat jokes because that's more mean. Being
Yeah.
short's just, you're just short, dude.
Just short. What's that mean?
You know?
Thanks, Dan. Thanks. Don't ask. Brett Kreganow says, what other foods have created mouth trauma in your lives? For me, it's mini shredded wheats cereal and sour Skittles. Yeah, the sour Skittles. Because those have like those sugar crystals, and those will give you gum cuts all day.
Yeah, I think we talked about the like the sour straws or the sour ropes. If you're not paying attention and you're like licking all that sugar and stuff
Acid,
off,
yeah.
it'll really screw you up. And then also, I would say 90% of my mouth trauma comes from me being a little fat boy and wanting to eat things that are way too hot, and then I burn my mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my number one source of mouth trauma is a really hot frozen burrito
Sure.
that you just took out of the microwave. Take a bite of that filling, just fucking burns
It's like
you.
lava.
Oh yeah.
That and when I'm making soup, if I get a cup of broth and drink that too fast, that'll burn you right down there. And that
Well, that's
fucking
throat
hurts.
trauma. That's different.
Is that why your voice sounds like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just bit into a burrito too early.
Yeah, no, that was the soup.
Oh, it's a soup.
Yeah.
By the way, let's
That wasn't
not have any
my
comments about
ties.
throat trauma.
Kyle Stevens
Keep it family friendly, folks.
says, Chris, just run through the damn red light. Has Adam taught you nothing? A lot of people saying that too.
He said there's cops waiting there to
One,
get
there
you.
are cops. Two, I even texted Matt and Gary a picture of that day. Two, there are like
A
typically
multitude of cars.
15 to 20 cars just in line there. I'm not always the front in front. We're all just waiting for this thing to change. So there you go.
How many cycles do you got to sit through?
One, but it's on a timer. It's a T intersection, so I'm just trying to go straight, but it's on a timer, so nobody is ever turning from the T part.
So they give nobody way too much time to
Way
turn.
too much.
And it has the countdown
Oh,
walking
Jesus.
timer where everyone's just waiting. Yeah. 6th and Locust Avenue. 6th Street, Locust Avenue.
Keep changing that fucking crosswalk sign, dude.
Yeah. Let's see. Joe Wygand.
What's up, fucking Joe Cool?
Joe Cool. He says, he created a water cooler bingo card.
Uh-oh.
And he says some of these happen all the time, some rarely happen, but here are his suggestions for the bingo card squares. Because this happens a lot. I guess we're pretty predictable now. One, if someone plays a claw drop, that should be like center square, right? A claw! Chris mentions liking a food or activity that most people hate. I don't do that every show.
Not every show.
Well, you
Kayla-
eat shrimp tails.
No,
That comes up.
It does. Kaylin is interrupted mid-sentence.
That'll be a lot less
Probably,
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least 50% less.
We edit nothing quote.
We do edit nothing. That's correct.
Yeah. Barking, woof, woof, roo, roo. Yeah, that should be center square.
Yeah.
Chris does an impression. Wow. Mike gives someone or something a nickname. Another one, Mike expresses boredom with a topic.
That should be center square.
Matt
This is boring me.
Matt is given
This
a
list is already way
I know.
too long.
Matt is given a hard time for moving. Mona Dear producer Laura Lee reference, saying my wife. Gary corrects somebody's grammar. Yeah, there's a ton. I guess you do a lot of stuff. Gary,
Do I?
you're grammar police, man.
All right.
You're always. No, I'm just kidding.
I think I correct people making up words, but okay.
You do. Let's see here.
Yeah, I think I'm a little more the grammar guy.
You are.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's all good. We
Yeah.
good, baby.
Oh, Ariane McAllister had a hypothetical for us.
Go ahead.
If each finger on your left hand dispensed a beverage, and these were the only things you could drink for the rest of your life, what would they be?
Why can't we just know?
Because
It's not. Why can't it just be one of the best spot? You have to have your fingers
Correct.
dispense these
Yes, you do.
beverages.
Yes.
Yes, Dawson. Do not question it.
Doss.
That is the
He's
scenario.
questioning the hypothetical. Yes, Dawson.
All right, water, milk.
Milk? Wow, your nipples can do that already. You want to come out of your finger too?
Ew.
Water, milk. I guess Coca-Cola.
It's gonna be sticky.
Dawson,
You're gonna have a sticky
you're
finger.
down 60% and you're sober.
Sticky finger.
These are only beverages that you're allowed to have for the rest of your life.
Oh, I didn't think alcohol was included. I
That'll
always thought
clog.
you just pay extra for alcohol.
Baby. 5 beverages
This isn't
for the
Royal
rest of your
Caribbean.
life.
Jameson, Coors Light.
You're sticking with milk.
I fucking like cookies and milk, dude.
Yeah. he
I
needs
like
some
to
milk.
have milkshakes.
20%.
I can still eat ice cream. And I can make a milkshake with
Yeah.
finger 3.
I think that was finger 2.
I get to choose.
You know what? You got me there, Dawson.
Yeah.
When you're right, you're right. I think our answers are irrelevant.
Yeah, I think so too. I like that hypothetical, Arian. Thank you.
Still eat ice cream. Still make a
Ruben Caballero.
finger 3.
I'll take a shot of finger 3.
That's fantastic. I'm sticking with finger 5.
All right, Ruben Caballero gives another hypothetical. He just wants to know ninjas versus pirates. Who wins?
Ooh. I think we
Never
talked about
heard.
this, didn't we?
We've talked about ninjas and pirates, but I don't think we ever put them against each other.
See,
Ninjas win.
ninjas win, but the ninjas have to get to the pirate ship and get on the pirate ship at night. And
Why
I don't
can't-
know if
Not
ninjas.
necessarily.
Why can't pirates try to get to the dojo?
The pirates can come to the land and try to plunder the land of the ninjas.
It's true.
They do a lot of plundering.
Yeah. It just has to happen. It can't happen on the pirates' turf. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Well, the pirates' turf
If
is
that
the
battle
sea.
happens on a pirate ship and the pirates are fully awake, pirates over ninjas
Okay,
any
so
fucking day.
if the
But
pirates
that
are
battle,
awake,
if they're
that battle on land with a lot of places to hide, it's ninjas. Every time it's ninjas.
did the ninjas? Does it matter if they're awake or not?
They have to be awake.
Okay, they should be awake too. Okay.
Well, look, see, the ninjas could surprise the pirates on the pirate ship and wake them up. And if they could sneak in, but you ain't getting on that fucking boat because ninjas are not well known for their maritime skills.
That's true. You're not seeing them turn.
They're not an aquatic people.
Right, right.
Yeah, their butterfly stroke needs some help. Let's see here. Kevin Alwell just says, Gary, I love you, man, but cold vodka is not a martini. A martini is gin.
I'm fine with that, and I'm down to somebody buying me a gin martini and opening my horizons.
Yeah. I had a few gin martinis in Indy.
Did you?
Yeah, they were very good. They called it the Dean Martini. Dean Martini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dean Martini, yeah.
Well, Dean
You
Martini.
get the point.
Yeah. I can be pronounced that way. Which one am I really leaning towards?
I'm
Which
gonna order
reference?
I'm sure they go with Dean Martini.
I'll take the Dean Martini.
I'm 100% sure.
I'd like the Bill Martini.
Smart.
That should be a good one.
That
Yeah.
should be one.
A Bill Martini.
Yeah.
And it's just a joint.
We should submit
And a
that to
martini.
Club Random. Yeah. Let's see here, and I think that'll do it for. There's a few more actually. Chris Garcia says, "Any Bobo sneakerheads catch when Gary said he was rocking some patent leather Jordans at Chris's wedding?
Chris!
Just wondering what'd you have in your feet, Gary? Concord 11s, bread, Space Jams?
They were Jordan 1 lows. I did not know they were patent leather when I bought them. I looked at the website quickly and I bought them and they showed up and they were patent leather and I went, all right, dress sneakers, baby.
What's patent leather?
They're
Yeah.
shiny leather.
I thought it was leather you can't.
Yeah, I know. They fucking got a patent on
Yeah.
that shit, dude.
No, so that
Can't put
like
on-
real shiny leather.
Put
that
those
looks-
on
Trademarked leather.
immediately, you get a cease and desist.
They look good.
Thanks,
They
man.
look good. I remember them. Yeah. You're not. Oh yeah, Dawson's in his saddle shoes.
I'm in the saddle
I know,
shoes.
kinda-
Yep.
Yeah.
Those weren't patent leather.
You know
Those
what?
are untrademarked leather shoes.
Let's see. Peter Morris says, Chris, I still fidget with my ring
Chris!
a lot. Oh, sorry. No, Peter Morris says, I used to fidget with my wedding ring all the time. My ex-wife said it'd be bad luck. Very good.
pretty funny.
And Eric Jenks says,
Clever
Chris,
girl.
I'd still fidget with my ring a lot of the months in. I look at it as a reminder that I did the right thing and hit the Malo Money tier of life.
There you
Nice,
go.
dude.
Eric,
I like
there you
that.
go, buddy.
Congratulations.
I co-sign that. You should definitely have your wife listen to this episode.
Yeah, I'm still
Still
doing
too
this.
loose. It's still
It's
too
still
loose.
You think this is too loose?
Yes.
All right.
Look, I actually have to like do something to get mine off. It's too loose, baby.
I'll have more salt. I'll just puff up. I'll fit into my ring.
That's what I did.
Let's see.
You can do finger stenics.
Yeah.
You know, just watch Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, just make
You
my
are
make
the
my
Christ.
fingers
Yes,
buff.
Bro, there's
the
going to be
great
milk
Jesus Christ.
everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
just
And
something's gonna leak out.
no, you're on the fucking Jameson finger. So
I'm
just
on-
work
okay.
that Jameson finger. And
Yeah,
you'll be
you want
good.
that to be strong anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Lee Philip Berg says, Chris, I also didn't like wearing my wedding ring. Silicone rings look awesome and feel much better.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
That's a
big thing now.
It's a big thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll stick with this until it really, really bothers me. Matt Horn says, I've been married for over 3 years, and I still treat my ring like a toy. I spin it like a quarter, flick it in the air, spin it on my finger. My favorite pastimes. I'm on my second one. And I keep a third in my truck just in case.
Smart move.
Yeah. I know. I feel like I'm just going to become like one of those poker players with a chip and just like it just goes through all my fingers.
Yeah.
You can do that, can't you?
I can.
Yeah, I feel like you can do that. I don't know.
I'm not.
The way Gary looked is like,
it's
I
not.
know what you're doing.
It's not like flawless like you would see in a movie, but I'm pretty decent with it.
Nice.
I like that. I don't know why. I do with a pen very well.
There are
also.
things poker players do. Yeah, they'll either do that, like they'll just have a chip and it'll just be rolling very fluidly across all the cracks of their fingers, like what Gary's doing with his pen right now, YouTubers. Or they do this thing where they take chips, they divvy it up in half, make 2 even stacks, and then they like
That
lift
I
it
can't
up,
do.
and it's just like
It's basically like
a
shuffling a
deck
deck
of
of
cards,
cards.
yeah, and
you
they just-
shuffle the chips together
and
and
they
they
make
go
one
into
stack
one large
again.
stack. I've always wanted to be able to do that. For the
and they
life
just
of
do
me.
it, yeah, and they just do it without looking.
They
Like
do it with sound effects.
Yeah. Well, I thought they did. I thought it was the chips making the noise, but
Yeah.
I now I'm not sure
No,
because that's what it
me
sounded
either.
like, just like that.
But it's fantastic.
Yeah,
It's super satisfying to watch someone do it.
it really is.
It
But
really is.
yeah, so it's just like it's just like poker players just have those tendencies. They just want to keep doing that. I'm always
Watch
always
The
mesmerized.
Sting. Have you watched The Sting yet? Watch The Sting because Newman has some great fucking.
Chip trick.
Hand tricks.
He not with a chip, but it's a deck of cards. He can cut the deck of cards in one hand
Yeah.
and then do the whole fucking fan it out.
Oh yeah.
All kinds of good shit. And it'd be like, he takes out a bunch of cards, puts a bunch of cards on the bottom, shows the top card. It's the same card.
Yeah.
Takes a bunch of cards out, pulls the top card, same card.
I used to be really.
And then
into
at the
stuff
end
like
of that, there's no cut. The camera just fucking clears right up, and it's fucking Paul Newman doing
So
it.
he actually had to
Yeah.
learn. I'm always impressed by the actors that really do it. I recently just watched Master and Commander
Yeah.
on the plane, and Russell Crowe and Paul Bettany are playing the cello and violin together. And they actually were playing it. Like I'm watching their fingers, and they're playing the pieces together. And I looked it up, and they actually had to learn how to play violin and cello
Right.
for that part. Obviously, it was dubbed, though, because it wasn't perfect as the movie was. But yeah, they were actually doing it, and they really learned it.
I'm always impressed by stuff like that, but then there's the level where it goes too far. Like, do you remember recently there was a movie that was not very good called The Tax Collector, and Shia LaBeouf starred in it, and he was supposed to be like a member of the Mexican cartel who like went around LA.
Yeah, the promise of that movie was so much more than what it
It
delivered.
sounded so dope.
It sounded
but
fucking awesome.
but
I
have you
love
seen,
Shia.
Dawson,
Yeah.
the giant tattoo that he got in reality on his chest that his character in that movie had?
Oh, really?
He got a giant like cartel gang tattoo on it's either his chest or his back, but it's like the whole thing. I can't remember if it's chest or his back.
A
but
real
it's
tattoo.
a real tattoo. And he
What a
went to
dumbass, dude.
he went to like an East LA like tattoo shop that's like notorious for like working in that community, and like he took it super seriously, and then that movie just opened to
Oh, brutal.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But I would just learn the skills. Like
That's
Russell
cool.
Crowe learned the violin. Ryan Gosling learned the piano for La La Land.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like okay.
Chloe Sevigny blew a guy.
See.
That's exactly
Yeah.
the same.
See, it's all. Yeah, you just got to learn these new skills, and it all happens. Anyway, those short clubs, everybody. Thanks for riding in. Woo!
You know, Dana Gould has this great joke. He said one time, he just said it in here. It was a one-off. It was many years ago. And he says, yeah, I like Chloe Sevigny, but I'm a bigger fan of her brother, Pete Savigny.
He's hilarious. He's the best.
Anyway.
All right. Oh, lastly, Gary, before we get out of here, I have a TikTok, and I just want to know what is going on with iOS. I got my new update, and you're gonna like this, Dawson. Finally, get this new iOS update where it uses facial recognition, and you click it, and it goes, okay, now it can recognize you with a face mask on. And I got it.
Came out about a month ago.
Well, you know, and that's what the update was.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, great.
Yeah, we're not wearing those anymore, dude.
Right.
How nice was it flying?
Oh,
with
they
the
want you
mask
to.
up?
They want you to.
It was nice, right?
It was nice.
It was beautiful. Except I kind of liked wearing the mask only because I sleep with my mouth open, and
Feel free.
I drool. Yeah. So I don't like people seeing my drool. It's nice just having the mask hide that.
Look, throw it on. No one's
Yeah.
stopping you.
Well, I like to breathe too, like without it.
Yeah.
I like breathing without it. But the
I'm stoked. I'm going on a trip somewhat soon. And
where are you going?
The middle of fucking nowhere in Michigan.
That's not the middle of nowhere.
It's pretty much middle of nowhere.
Oh, okay.
You have to fly to Chicago, change planes, fly to South Bend, Indiana, and then you have to drive like 45 minutes away from civilization.
That'll be fun. Golf? What are you doing?
Wedding.
Ah, wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be a good time.
I got an Olive Garden out there. Don't worry, dude.
Word.
Yeah.
I hear it's better in the middle of the country.
Yeah.
I love Olive Garden. Olive Garden's the best.
You know, Olive Garden was the first restaurant where when I got a job and another buddy of mine got our jobs, like we both had money for the first time. By the way, another tech talk. They're getting rid of the iPod.
Yeah, that's gone.
And
I
yeah,
got 3 of them.
yeah. You better hold on to those, my man.
Because they're going to be real valuable soon.
And the iPod was the reason I got a job because I wanted to buy an iPod, and then got the iPod, and now I'm starting to make some real minimum wage dough here at TJ Maxx.
Isn't that like the real sad reality of life? Is like you get into it for one particular item and then it never ends.
Yeah.
It's just now it's like, okay, well, I still need money, so I'll just do whatever
I'll keep
for the
doing it.
next 65 years.
Yeah. And hence
Here we are.
here we are. So I'm finally making money, and another friend of mine is finally making money, and we're like, dude, let's get something to eat. He's like, oh, where do you want to go? Taco Bell? Del Taco? I'm like, no, let's go somewhere good. Let's go somewhere we can
Somewhere
really
nice.
somewhere nice where we can
Let's treat
do a
ourselves.
sit down. Let's have some like a waiter
Yeah.
like bring our food out,
Serve us.
and let's just really soak in our wealth here. And we ended up at Olive Garden.
It's a strong move. Your dollar goes quite a distance at
It
Olive
really,
Garden.
yeah, but it was also just like this is where, and it was one of the best meals I've ever had.
Oh yeah, Olive Garden's fantastic. You
Me and
traumatized
Darius-
me.
Me and
for Olive
Darius took
Garden.
Izzy out to the smokehouse on Sunday night.
Oh,
Nice.
Boom.
That's a dinner.
Yeah.
Can't get that at Olive Garden.
I told Gary this. I find a lot of the best meals you have are more situational than they are like how good
About
the
the
food was.
food.
Yeah.
that couldn't be more true.
But yeah, when I was about that age, I was stoked that I could take my girlfriend to Chili's,
That was a
or
good- yeah.
or the alternative, Chevy's.
Sure.
Chevy's. Oh, I've
Didn't last that long. I think it was called Chevy's.
should have done TGI
The
Fridays.
is it the Mexican place?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Tex-Mex. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that place existed.
Yeah.
I used to go to Chevy's quite a bit. Good stuff.
Yeah, the logo is like a sombrero
And they
over like the sea or
and
something.
they would bring you not only chips but also tortillas. That was like their thing.
oh, fresh tortillas.
They bring you like fresh flour tortillas and like a specific kind of butter that you put on it. It was fucking fantastic. El Torito Grill did a similar thing.
Yeah, those are the days, man.
Yeah, they were.
Did you guys ever eat at Black Angus?
Okay. Don't
I
did,
have
actually.
I have eaten at Black Angus a few times. Yeah,
I had friends that worked there, so I would go.
That's lower than an Outback, but
We used to.
Yeah.
it's still.
You know what? It's similar
It's
to
still.
in my
I
mind.
love it. I love that fucking restaurant.
It's similar to Claim Jumper, and Laura Lee, tune out for this part, but we used to drive when we were in college. We used to drive to Claim Jumper and sit in the parking lot and smoke weed for like 30 straight minutes and then just stumble in there and order like 5 things of sliders and like all this bullshit. It was
I want to claim jumper for prom.
time.
Those are the prom restaurants.
That's a strong place for prom.
Yeah.
Everyone's leaving happy after Claim Jumper. Let's be
Yeah.
honest about
Yeah,
it.
there's something for everybody
There's something
there.
for everyone.
Yes. Well, it was that, and then one year was Soup Plantation.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Soup Plantation's gone, bro.
Never
I used to
been.
go there.
Yeah.
Well, you'll
it was
never
awesome.
go. They
Dawson,
closed down during the pandemic.
Imagine you walk into a restaurant, the line is the salad bar to get in. Like so, you walk in.
So you walk in.
You walk in, you grab
walk into a
plate.
You walk
buffet.
in by people. Oh, okay.
You walk
oh,
into
so
a
you're in.
buffet.
Boom. Get
You
your
walk
shit.
in, you grab your plate,
Pay for it after.
The
get your
cash register's
salad,
at the end.
get all your stuff. You pay for it, but it's just a salad bar. And then inside are all the soups and flatbreads and
Okay.
hot stuff.
Is that to get that you only get one trip through the salad bar?
You could take another one, but it was kind of a mission.
Okay.
It's
They make it
designed.
awkward.
It's
Yeah.
designed
Yeah.
to make it so that you're not going back for seconds.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
used
they
to
have
go there.
olives there, man.
Yeah.
they got their
Shit, dude.
valuables.
Fucking Sizzler was fine dining for me back in the day too.
Oh, I ate, yeah.
You always get the salad bar.
I like that big Texas toast thing they had, like the grilled
Oh, yeah,
toast.
it was
Remember
so
that?
good.
And I would do the salad bar too, just
And they serve
spaghetti.
butter.
Oh yeah. Oh, Sizzler was great. We used to go there if we would win a basketball game or stuff like that. I thought that was fine dining.
I eat all. Yeah, I could eat at any of those places. I'm all good.
Outback.
I
dig Outback.
I never
I do
did
too.
Outback that much.
I got nothing
We did
against the
Outback.
Outback.
We did Outback a lot. Before the pandemic, my wife and I used to go to Outback 3 times a month.
Nice.
That was like our Friday night date night because she could always get something there and I was always happy. It was good.
Andrew Lebel, the picky eater from Will Andrew
Yeah.
Eat It. His favorite food,
The brown bread.
Outback bread. And I got him some on his last day.
You did. It was a great move.
He for some reason just loved Outback. Oh no, Black Angus bread. Excuse me, it's Black Angus bread.
Was it? I thought it was Outback.
No, it was
okay.
absolutely black. Because I went to the one right here in Burbank.
Oh, right.
All right. Well, anyway, man, that nice trip down memory lane. But Olive Garden, not that bad. The breadsticks, fine. But I know
Breadsticks
Dawson
are
doesn't like it.
The breadsticks are fantastic.
Yeah.
Look, my brother likes Olive Garden. I just refuse to eat there on principle.
Yeah.
I'm just,
I
you
get
know
that.
what?
You
Just
can't,
don't like
you can't
the
ever
I'm
go
just
there
gonna make
anymore.
it through life without ever eating
Just don't like the
at
Italians.
an Olive
If
Garden.
anybody recognizes you
They're
at an
not
Olive Garden,
Italian.
you're
Look,
over. You're
fucking-
done.
It's just not. It's just not.
You're done.
But when
Oh, dude.
Dawson, when you're there, you're family.
That's true. That's true.
All right. Well, anyway, that will do it for comments. Why don't we go around the horn, get our plugs in, and then GTFO. Let's start over here with Mr. Gary Smith. What do you got?
I'm going to stick with what I was plugging last week, which is Chunk Nibbles is now available on Amazon.
Yes.
So-
Woo!
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, so just if you wouldn't mind, just go place the smallest order you can and just leave a comment or like a review underneath it. You have no idea how much it helps and how much it helps with Amazon promoting it and renewing the deal so that they stay on Amazon.
The algorithm.
It's a game changer for that business. So
That's what my dad's getting for Father's Day.
yeah, perfect.
Oh,
bro.
great.
That's
I'm gonna
fantastic.
frighten the shit out of his diabetes.
Great Father's Day gift. Great belated Mother's Day gift. Great
yeah.
Memorial Day gift.
It's great for the summer. I mean, put it out around the pool. I mean, probably
Put it
not
out.
in direct sunlight because they'll start to melt. But other
Yeah,
than that,
yeah. Don't
There's
do that.
no pool food.
Oh, it might make good pool food.
It make good
Just make
pool
sure-
food. Just order it. I don't care. Eat wherever you want. But order it and leave a review on Amazon so that my
5
cousin's
stars.
business doesn't die.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we love it out here. Das, what's up with you?
If you live in Las Vegas, you have a new neighbor. His name is Izzy Presley. And he does know a lot of people out in Vegas, but he's probably pretty lonely. So hit him up on the Twitter at Real Izzy Presley, or follow me at Los Angeles, and you'll find him.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, Izzy moved to Vegas. He lives in
about that?
Vegas now.
But he's still in your band. How you gonna?
Yeah.
How you guys gonna do that? I mean, Vegas not that
we
far.
don't gig that much. We don't have to rehearse that much. But when we need him, he'll get out to L.A.
Yeah.
And we now have venues in Vegas. He'll work that out.
Yeah.
The guy knows everybody. He's a rock and roll machine. He's a fucking promotional hazard. He really knows what the fuck he's doing.
All right. So and
So we'll probably be in Vegas soon. But yeah, do that. And also give, if you got Sirius XM, listen to Trunk Nation.
it's that elephant show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, hosted by Eddie Trunk.
Oh, okay.
Eddie Trunk is a hell of a dude.
Elephant show.
Got to hang out with him on the cruise ship a bit, but
Chris wins this episode.
that was good. Trunk Nation, if you get Sirius XM. If you don't, then you can't listen to
Yeah.
Trunk Nation.
I can't get it on Nat Geo.
I wonder how many times he's gotten that joke.
Yeah.
Because
Probably
I
none.
never thought about it.
Probably
it
none.
never fucking crossed my
That's a
mind, but that is
fantastic
pretty
joke.
fucking funny.
And as for me, I'm playing at Sea Legs this Friday, opening for the Axis of Evil comedy show in Huntington Beach. And I'm also playing not a Marina Wine Bar, excuse me. I'm playing Wilmore Wine Bar. Wilmore Wine Bar in Long Beach. And that is Saturday,
Couldn't have possibly seen
the
this coming.
28th. I got it. Saturday the 28th, like at 5. So come out. We'll hang. It's fun. And that will do it for this episode of Watercooler. Thank you again so much to everybody for listening, for telling a friend about this show, for coming out and saying hi at the live shows, for writing in the Facebook group.
For subscribing at patreon.com/watercooler for a second dose each week.
All that. Yeah, we appreciate you. And,
We love
and
you guys.
We really do. And thank you again. We'll see you later this week in Patreon. We love it. Bye.